Hello, welcome. I've just finished my puja.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you show me your puja room?
Puja room, sure. Welcome, come on in. Atithi Devo Bhava. This is my puja room.
Strange. That's strange. Why are there so many gods in this worship room? Do you believe in all of them?
Well, yes, we do. I believe in Saraswati Ma, so I offer prayers to her. My wife prefers Ganesha and Ma Durga, so she basically offers prayers to them. You know, we may pick one more character if the need be.
But you do believe that all of them are gods? Do you? And what is Jesus Christ doing there in the middle of them? How can you believe in him while at the same time also believing in all the others? That's not possible, is it?
Why is it not possible? I don't see what the problem is. This is how our ancestors have lived for these many years.
Well, interesting, while it's unbelievable. A Christian will never put Hindu gods into his worship, even if it's just a symbol.
On the contrary, you cannot expect the whole world to believe in your beliefs, can you?
To practice a tradition, I'll come to that very soon, the traditions as such need no justification. Now, when you say belief is important to human action, the question is, why should you believe in something? Now, the best reason to believe a belief is that that belief is true. In other words, truth becomes a good reason to believe in something. Because you believe that God exists, you believe in God. Because you believe that Jesus is Christ, you follow Jesus Christ. Now, how is it in India? How is it in the Indian traditions? The first thing to notice, or perhaps the most important thing to notice, is we don't need reasons. Why are you doing Ganesh Puja? Well, I'm doing it because my father was doing it, my grandfather was doing it, and it is in our tradition to continue doing that in a family. Now, that is a good reason. That is to say, the performance of a tradition is a reason to continue a tradition. It does not require any other reason or justification. Now, from that, it doesn't, of course, mean that anything and everything that's a tradition has to be practiced because it's a tradition. Now, assume, for example, that your grandparents had slaves. It doesn't follow because it is a tradition to have a slave, you should also have slaves. You could have good reasons not to follow a tradition. But to follow a tradition, you don't need good reasons, you don't need any reasons, in fact, except the reason that it is part of a tradition. Now, these are two very important things. There are more differences, two important things that distinguish religion from tradition. And in this sense, I would like to suggest that Hinduism is not a religion, but actually it's a tradition of our ancestors, traditions of our forefathers.
So you mean to say that you guys don't care if your religion is true? You would just believe anything and worship any god?
No, of course not.
But then, why do you not convert others? If you believe your religion is true, then you should defend and spread the message. No?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. But why would people want to convert in the first place?
Yeah, well, I guess you Hindus really don't take your belief as seriously as we do.
We do. Our traditions are very important to us. It's just that. And why should we try to convert others? Your religion is good for you and mine's good for me. I don't see any cause for quarreling here.
Religion is about the most crucial things in life. Tells you how to be saved.
But then why do you have to stress that your religion is true, your religion is good, and all the other religions are wrong? You know, that sounds like racism. Mine is better than yours and you are doomed unless you follow me, huh? I think that's ridiculous.
Such discussions about religion and truth have created confusion between Westerners and Indians from the time they first met. They seem to be talking about different things.
Hey man, sorry about last time, but I have another question.
Yes, what is it? Shoot.
My question is only good if you are really a Hindu.
Yes, I am a Hindu.
Is the story of Rama true?
Which Rama?
Prince Rama of Ramayana.
Yes, indeed, it is true. See, Rama is also the name of my uncle, and Rama has been the name of so many characters in so many stories and movies.
Did he live on this earth?
I do not know if he did.
So this story must be someone's invention.
What is it that you want to know? How does it matter whether he lived here on earth or not? This story is part of my life, and the fact whether it's someone's invention or not does not change anything. Anyway, come. Let's go. Yeah, come. Yeah.
When, for instance, we speak about religion and truth is also about the human past, then within this religious tradition or within this religion, a kind of story comes into being which is called history. History actually is seen as an accurate recollection of the past, accurate description of the past, and it is history. Now, as against this, we have traditions, and I already mentioned that, you see, with respect to tradition, truth and falsity make no sense. That is, it makes no sense to ask whether Ganesh Puja is true. I mean, it might be true or false that you're performing Ganesh Puja, but Ganesh Puja itself is neither true nor false. Whereas amongst the religious people, say Christianity for example, it makes sense to ask of true worship, false worship. In the same way, it makes sense to speak of true religion and false religion. So in this sense, tradition is indifferent to truth or falsity, and you cannot ask questions about the truth or falsity of traditions. So within such traditions, there are also stories about the past, but they emerge as stories, meaning the following, that these stories are neither true nor false. Take, for example, something like Mahabharata. The way, until about a generation ago, people used to talk this way about Mahabharata or about Ramayana. Did it really happen? For instance, I asked my mother once, many times in fact. She said, I don't know whether it really happened. So why should I read it? She said, it doesn't matter why. Look at it as a story and read it. Because what is important is not whether Rama lived or Bhima lived, whether Bhima really had the strength of 10,000 elephants or not, but read it for the story. In other words, it makes no difference to us, really, until about a generation ago, that was a part of the Indian tradition, whether Indian stories, Mahabharata, Ramayana, were true or false.